Hi, everyone, and welcome to your ultimate guide to the 10 best things to do in Assisi, Italy, a serene hilltop town in Umbria that has drawn pilgrims and travelers for centuries as the birthplace of St. Francis. With its golden stone basilicas, medieval alleyways, and sweeping views of the Umbrian countryside, Assisi offers a deeply spiritual and culturally rich experience. Let's explore 10 unforgettable things to do in this sacred and enchanting town. 1. Visit the Basilica of St. Francis, Basilica di San Francesco. The Basilica of St. Francis is the crown jewel of Assisi, a UNESCO World Heritage Site that consists of an upper and lower church adorned with magnificent frescoes by Giotto, Cimabue, and other medieval masters. The lower church houses the tomb of St. Francis, a place of quiet reverence where pilgrims from around the world come to pay their respects. According to travelers' experiences, arriving early in the morning allows you to experience the basilica's spiritual atmosphere before the crowds, and the fresco cycles depicting the life of the saint are nothing short of breathtaking, each scene telling a story of humility, compassion, and devotion. 2. Explore the Basilica of Santa Chiara, St. Clare. Dedicated to St. Clare, a close follower of St. Francis and founder of the Poor Clares, this striking Gothic church stands on the eastern edge of Assisi. Its pink and white stone facade, with its distinctive buttresses and rose window, is a landmark visible from across the valley. Inside, you can venerate the crucifix that reportedly spoke to St. Francis at San Damiano, a powerful relic that draws visitors into the heart of Franciscan spirituality. According to my experiences, the terrace beside the basilica offers one of the best panoramic views of the Umbrian Plain, a perfect spot for quiet contemplation as the sun casts a warm glow over the olive groves below. 3. Walk the sacred path to San Damiano. A gentle walk downhill from the town center leads to San Damiano, the small monastery where St. Francis received his calling and where St. Clare lived out her life. The path winds through ancient olive groves and offers peaceful views of Assisi's medieval walls rising above. You can see how the simplicity of this place echoes the Franciscan spirit of humility and connection to nature. The monastery's Romanesque church, tranquil cloister, and the original crucifix that spoke to Francis remain powerful symbols of Assisi's spiritual heritage, inviting visitors to pause and reflect. 4. Discover the Roman Temple of Minerva and Piazza del Comune. The heart of Assisi's secular life is Piazza del Comune, a lively square that has been the civic center since Roman times. Dominating the square is the well-preserved Temple of Minerva, built in the 1st century BC. Its 6 Corinthian columns have been beautifully integrated into the later church of Santa Maria sopra Minerva, creating a remarkable architectural palimpsest. Here is a place where ancient Roman history meets medieval and modern Assisi. Enjoy a coffee at one of the square's outdoor cafes, watch locals pass by, and reflect on the layers of history beneath your feet. 5. Climb to the Rocca Maggiore, Great Fortress. Towering above Assisi, the Rocca Maggiore is a medieval fortress that offers commanding views over the town and the surrounding valleys. Built in the 12th century and later expanded by Cardinal Albornoz, the fortress provides a glimpse into Assisi's strategic military past. This is the ideal spot for a panoramic photo, especially at sunset when the golden light bathes the basilicas below and the countryside stretches to the horizon. The walk up through narrow medieval streets, past ancient stone houses and flowering balconies, is an adventure in itself. 6. Visit the Basilica of St. Mary of the Angels, Santa Maria degli Angeli. Situated in the plain below Assisi, this massive basilica was built to enclose the Porziuncola, The small, humble chapel where St. Francis understood his calling and where the Franciscan movement began. The chapel is preserved within the grand Renaissance structure, along with the Cappella del Transito, where St. Francis died on October 3rd, 1226. You can see how beautiful the place is. The contrast between the simple little church and the monumental basilica built around it powerfully symbolizes the Franciscan legacy of finding greatness in humility. 7. Stroll the medieval streets and Via San Francesco. Wandering Assisi's narrow cobbled lanes is a joy in itself. Via San Francesco connects the main basilicas and is lined with artisan workshops, religious bookshops, and traditional Umbrian eateries. Exploring side streets like Via Portica reveals stone arches, flower-filled balconies, and quiet corners that have changed little over centuries. Along the way, you'll encounter small chapels, hidden courtyards, and glimpses of daily life that make Assisi feel both timeless and intimately human. 8. Experience the Assisi Underground, Museo della Città. For those interested in the layers beneath the modern town, the Museo della Città offers access to Roman remains, including a large cistern and a domus with original mosaics. The underground route weaves through archaeological excavations that reveal Assisi's pre-Christian history, from its origins as the Umbrian settlement of Assisium to its flourishing under the Roman Empire. According to travelers' experiences, this museum provides a fascinating counterpoint to the medieval and Franciscan sites, showing how Assisi evolved over 2 millennia. 9. Taste Umbrian cuisine in a traditional trattoria. Assisi is a wonderful place to sample the rustic, earthy flavors of Umbrian cuisine. Local specialties include strangozzi, a hand-rolled pasta with black truffles, porchetta, roast pork seasoned with wild fennel, and cured meats from the nearby Norcinery. Many trattorias in the historic center use locally pressed olive oil, wild herbs from Mount Subasio, and hearty legumes like lentils from Castelluccio. End your meal with a slice of torta al testo, a flatbread, or a glass of robust Sagrantino wine from nearby Montefalco. This is the kind of culinary tradition that celebrates simplicity and quality, a true taste of Umbrian hospitality. 10. Take a quiet walk to the Eremo delle Carceri, Hermitage. Located in the wooded slopes of Mount Subasio, just a few kilometers above Assisi, the Eremo delle Carceri is the hermitage where St. Francis and his early followers retreated for prayer and solitude. A scenic drive or a moderately steep hike through oak and ilex forests brings you to this peaceful sanctuary of tiny chapels, grottos, and stone walkways nestled among ancient trees. The sound of flowing water from the nearby spring and the stillness of the woods create an atmosphere of profound calm. This is the place where you can feel the deep connection to nature and spirituality that inspired St. Francis, a fitting conclusion to any visit to Assisi. And there you have it, 10 unforgettable things to do in Assisi, Italy. From the awe-inspiring Basilica of St. Francis and the peaceful hermitage in the forest to Roman ruins, medieval streets, and the warmth of Umbrian hospitality. Whether you come for faith, history, or simply the beauty of a hilltop town, Assisi leaves an indelible mark on the heart.